Alright, I'm doing an unboxing here. I got this guitar. It's a Jackson JS32 Warrior in the satin black. I have not opened this box yet. It came from Sweetwater, and it's also the one that's in the gallery. That means that it was one of those, if you're familiar with Sweetwater, sometimes a lot of times on their guitars they have a choice of like guitars you can pick, and you can there's different serial numbers and different models, and they'll have 3 or 4 guitars that you can like look at and choose from, say, hey, I want that one, and that's the one they'll send you. Well, that's what this is. So let's get to it. Let's just open it up. I have not opened this yet. I've only seen it in the pictures. There we are. There it is. $55-point inspection card. One of the things I was concerned about in a lot of these JS models, sharp frets. Guess what? That's smooth as can be. Excellent. Give it a look here now. Looks pretty good. So that's it. All right. So there it is. So, you know, it's satin black. It's just the JS32 model. It's the poplar body, maple neck. It's got the amaranth fretboard, which is actually pretty dark. It's a little dirty, a little dry. So I'll have to wool it up. It's just got the cheap Jackson Floyd in it. You know, it says Jackson by Floyd. They say it's just a rebranded special. I don't know that for sure. Let's see if I can do this here. For anybody's curious, these Jackson Floyd Rose that are on there, the block does have the Floyd Rose logo. And since I'm not taking it out, right back there is the circled W right back there on the base plate. So pretty sure this is a Floyd Rose special, an actual special. So I mean, you can see the Floyd Rose logo, 32 on the block. But knobs feel nice and stiff. Zebra pickups, just regular high output pickups from Jackson. I personally do not like the black and white pickup. Some people do, which is fine. I just, my personal taste, I would rather have them all black. Because, I mean, it's a black guitar. I mean, this is metal, you know. I mean, you can't get much more metal shaped than this. This is, you know. So, I mean, it's very cool. But, man, it's got a little bit, it's got some weight to it. It feels pretty good. This is the first JS model I've ever owned. This is the lowest Jackson series that I've ever owned. The one I've got now is a Rhodes Pro series, and I've been playing on it for about a year. It's actually the second one I've owned. I'll do a separate video on that later. It's a very cool guitar, very nice. And but you know, I'm actually, since there's no sharp fret ends and things like that, I'm actually very impressed with the feel. It's got the Jackson feel on the neck. I mean, it feels like the Pro series. I mean, it feels good. It is out of tune for sure, but I will set this up because whatever it's probably set up in standard E when they ship them, but I tuned to C sharp standard. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the neck and the light. I mean, it looks straight. All the frets look nice. So yeah, guys, I mean, what a bargain. My plans on with this thing was basically, it's a mod guitar for me. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. It's just going to be the body and the neck is all I'm keeping, really. So over a period of time, this will be replaced. This definitely will be replaced. The tuners, we'll see how long. Those will probably be the last thing I get rid of. But we'll see how long they hold out. The nut on there is perfectly centered. So, guys, that's very cool. So yeah, it's centered good. There's no overhang on either side. And like I said, a lot of times people have issues with sharp frets and things like that. Not right there. Maybe just a smidge. It kind of catches on the edge, but you kind of got to be rolled over to it. But sideways like this, you don't feel it. Kind of got to be. And that really is kind of the only one, but that's really nothing. So, especially if you're playing like this, and it's being the first fret, but all the frets are even on there. There's nothing sticking up, nothing popped up, nothing. For a low series, budget series guitar, I have to say I am quite surprised. I was thinking, man, you know, if I get this and it's not right, I'll just send it back and go for another one. You know, I've had a Warrior before. I had an X series, and it had some issues with it, so I ended up selling it, you know, everything. But I love this shape. You know, I love this shape. It's comfortable. One of the most comfortable guitars I've ever played. You know, you can play it like this. You can play it like this. You know, but most likely like this, because I'm used to a V. I've played V's, you know, these Rhodes V's forever, and I'm just used to them. They're very comfortable to me. Some people don't find them comfortable at all. I don't have an issue with them. I never have, and you know, I've played them for 20 plus years. So Rhodes V's, King V's, I've never had an issue with them. So we will get this set up, and we will run this through and do some sound testing, see how it sounds. All right, I got it set up to C sharp standard. That's where I play at generally. Tuned down a little low. I had no issues doing that. I was actually very surprised on this one as well. I figured I'd have to adjust the neck, because usually these guitars are shipped in standard E. And I blocked the tremolo, took the strings off, put on 11s. That's what I play, 11s, because I think they come with 9 gauge strings, a little small. and tuned it, got it to where it's close to going to be, because I figured I have to adjust all this stuff. Pulled out the block, and this tremolo was flat. Nice. I didn't have to adjust the neck. I didn't have to adjust the tremolo, anything. So, which is quite surprising. I don't get it. And it stays pretty good tune. I've already tried it out, hooked it up, and did some dives on it and some squeals and stuff and some harmonics and things like that. But give it a little Kerry King test, because that's kind of my lead style. So just a bunch of crazy sounds, but stayed in pretty good tune. Of course, it's new strings, so you got to stretch them out a little bit. But man, playing on it, it really has stayed in pretty well tuned. I haven't really had to tune it much on the fine tuners or anything. But anyway, the action is, I had to drop it down a little bit for my style, just a little, not very much, because it was already pretty low. Adjusted the pickup height just a little bit, because it was really low. You kind of want it up in between, things like that. But yeah, so far, so good. I'm going to give you a little sound test. I don't have monitors right now for my setup. I'm going to get some and all that here before long. So I'm going to give you a sound test. I'm using the computer, Neural DSP 14 Nameless X, and Easy Drummer 3 just for some fast beats behind it. And I'm quad tracking the guitars. But it is just this, and I'm using this guitar only. So just to hear it and everything like that. But eventually I'll get some monitors and be able to do this kind of more of a live, playing and then playing live at the same time. So, which I look forward to doing that, because everything I do is on headphones right now. So building it piece by piece, guys. Anyway, here it is.